the fella who's now getting slagged off because he's missed sitters or whatever and has had 9 shots and not put one of them in the back of the net this weekend, in the week scored a beauty. And in general has been playing well. And okay, he didn't have a good day. There's no other way to sort of polish the turd on that one. He didn't have a good day yesterday, Darwin. Does that mean that we now throw him, throw the baby out with the bathwater and say it's not good enough? We know that he's a bit erratic. We know that he's a bit mad, but he's also proven already that he's a match winner. Newcastle.
Well, it's funny though, isn't it, mate? Because we've talked about this off air about what does the current world want online. And it seems that, like, in the short term, everybody wants reactionary shit.
Yeah.
So, like, Joe, today...
That's what we should do on this show.
Today, Nunez is fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
Tomorrow...
That's what the video should be. Yeah. Is Nunez good enough for Liverpool?
Yeah.
Well, it was an absolute disgrace yesterday, and we should hang him up, throw stuff at him, and sell him in January because he's not good enough, and we should go and buy someone else. Will that mean we get thousands of hits now?
Yeah. And then next week... And then next week, when he scores 2 match-winning goals in an away game with 10 men or a winning goal in the cup, then we go the other end of the spectrum and say, is he the greatest Liverpool centre-forward of all time?
Yeah.
And that's the problem with all of this for loads of people in the world. And luckily, the people we appeal to, I think, are the people who are more like us, who go, yeah, it's somewhere in the middle. Like, I've never worried about Nunez. We've talked about him in the past. Listen to the fucking strikers on telly, the former strikers who talk about them. Guess what? Missing big chances is a good thing in the young strikers' development. Not good because you'd obviously rather he took them all, but good that he's in the position and he's getting the chances in the first place. Loads of strikers don't get those chances because they're not making the right movements, blah, blah, blah. He had an off day. He wasn't the only one, was he? You referenced before another fella who we've had to defend amazingly and still have to defend. Mo Salah wasn't great. And for that one where everyone was furious that Nunez missed like a ball that was bounced up. He wasn't teeing him up
there. He was going for goal.
Like, it was a fucking 50p
head. 50p head, yeah.
Was it? Like, if Mo Salah just buries the header, which he fucking should have done, it never comes to Nunez in the first place. And Nunez is probably there going, I wasn't expecting it, to be honest, lads, because he's meant to head that at the goal, not back towards me. Because he's 5
yards out, and I just thought he was going to head
just
it in.
bury it, and I'm ready to celebrate. So it's not just Nunez, and to pin things on him, I just think is crazy and unfair, especially, as you say, with the season he's had already.
Well, what you say about sort of great players or good players or whatever missing these what opt to call big chances. There's a thing in the Times today, and they've sort of, it's a box out in the main piece, if you like, and it says wasteful Nunez. And the way they've pitched it is only 2 players have missed more of what opt to call big chances in the Premier League this season, and both of them have scored more than Nunez. So those players that have missed more big chances than Nunez are Erling Haaland and Ollie Watkins. And okay, Erling Haaland scored 11, Ollie Watkins has scored 5, and Nunez has scored 4. And Nunez was missed 3 big chances on Sunday.
Yeah, but you think about this, right? You said before about narrative.
Yeah.
That article is I know this is subtle, right? But in your former profession, you'll have gone onto this as well. The little box says wasteful Nunez as a statement, not as a question. There should be a question mark on that, like wasteful Nunez question mark, because then the comparison, and this just shows you how narratives develop. That he's compared to, and this proves my point that I'm saying. I remember seeing this a few years ago about Salah, right? And it was a thing. It just came up on Sky. I think I've said this to you in the past, maybe not on a show. It was, top goal scorer in the league, top chances created in the league, top assists in the league. Salah's at the top of all of them. Then another thing came up. No one even mentioned it. Most chances missed in the league. Mo Salah. Because guess what? To score loads of goals, you have to miss loads of goals as well. Because nobody has got... I use this in coaching, this fact. If I say to people, I said it to my nephew once because he was beating himself up about missing chances playing youth football. I said to him, how many chances do you think it takes Lionel Messi to score a goal? And he went, what do you mean? I went, Lionel Messi's arguably the greatest player of all time. How many goals, how many chances do you think, how many times did he have to shoot to score a goal? And he went, 2. I went, yeah, that's what it feels like, doesn't it? If he had every other shot he has, he scores. It takes him between 6 and 7. His conversion rate is about 16%. But we've all got it in our head that if you don't score every other chance you get, you're shite. And you're like, this proves it. Erling Haaland has missed 11 big chances. And he's thought of, I would say, at the moment as the best striker on the planet. So he's also scored 11 goals. Great. So forget that. Park that for a second, right? Because I don't think anyone's trying to compare Nunez to Haaland
not
now.
Anymore.
But yeah, I mean, we tried when he came in, didn't we? The better comparison is Ollie Watkins. Look at the way the media talks about Ollie Watkins at the moment.
Scored one more than Nunez.
He scored one more than Nunez, and he's missed more.
Yeah.
But he's talked about like he's the second coming. What's Emery done to Ollie Watkins? Turned him into this amazing player, blah, blah, blah. Nunez is talked about like he's some pariah because he misses too many chances. You're like, he's better than Ollie Watkins. So why are we talking about them so differently?
I know.
He's only going to get better. He's already better now than he was last year. Klopp said in his pre-match press conference, it's easier to coach him this year. He speaks English for a start.
And by the way, Villa were apparently, dark horses for the Premier League last week, based on a lot of the media I heard, and now they got beat by Forest.
There we go.
Yeah. If you enjoyed that clip, check out the full show from us live at 5 on This Is Anfield's YouTube channel every Monday. Also available as a podcast on This Is Anfield's podcast feed. And if you like what we're doing as well, check us out on the Late Challenge podcast.